What's up, YouTube? You know it is. Goody Beats back for another episode. And I always want to do videos. I'm always thinking to myself, man, this would be a good topic to talk about. I want to do a video about this, want to do a video about that. And every single time it never fails. I end up not doing the video, or I have this great idea for a video, and then when it comes to when I finally have time to record, I completely forget, and I'm like, what was that? What was I thinking? So I don't write things down. I don't write my ideas down. But finally, this is a video that just occurred to me this morning. I'm on the way to work. I'm driving, and I'm just thinking about YouTubers and how much work and effort it takes to be a good YouTuber. So here I am. So as you guys can see from the video, it's probably gonna say something like, I have no respect for YouTubers, which was, yes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be up front with you. It was just to get you in to watch this video, because the way I feel is the complete opposite about YouTubers. I have so much respect. So let me get into this. If you're a YouTuber like me, you will understand how much time and effort it takes to make quality videos. And I mean quality videos. In my opinion, I am finally, it's been a year since I've been on YouTube, and in my opinion, I am finally making decent videos. And now I'm nowhere near the Javons, the Caseys, these big time YouTubers that do a lot of great editing. Their videos just flow, and they're so easy to watch because everything's put together and nothing goes unseen. They put so much effort into details. Details is something that I didn't really get to, and it took me a year. I would say it took me a year until I finally started getting into these detailed shots, detailed angles, whatever you might call it. And so, I'm on my way to work, and I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking, like, man, YouTubers don't get enough respect. And that, I'm being honest, that we don't get enough respect. People think it's so easy to record. Oh, you're just sitting in your car, you're just talking. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about uploading, a video? Now, I will say this video most likely will not have too much editing, because it's pretty just straightforward, guys. It's just a conversation that I'm having. Here it is. Hear me out. But for the other videos that I do have, the collaborations, the food challenges, these workouts, I put a lot of effort into making the video flow, making the video, putting it together and making it very easy to watch. Now, again, it took me a year, and I don't want to make it sound like, oh, I'm the best editor now, because I'm really not. I'm still learning every day, learning new techniques, and you can never stop learning. So, wow, sorry about that. Someone just pulled in front of me like a complete. Anyways, yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so I don't think YouTubers get enough respect because people don't realize how hard it is to record every day. You're constantly trying to get better, so you're constantly trying to one-up your last video. So if you say, let's say you did an awesome edit, your video was on point, everything, people are complimenting you, and they're saying like, oh man, you did a great job, man, keep it up. Well, you're constantly trying to get better and get better than that last video. So it's pretty hard. Your standards go up every time. So again, I don't think enough YouTubers get enough respect. So let me get to one of my points. So when I see people on Instagram who have 50K, 20K, 30K, whatever it is, these Instagram people that I'm like, man, that's awesome, and they have a huge following, and they say, go and check out my Instagram, I got so many followers and this and that. I'm like, okay, so I go check you out, and then I go to your bio. If your bio says you don't do YouTube, and I don't want to sound cocky, I don't want this to sound rude, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, but instantly, the first thing that goes through my head is I lose a little bit of respect for you. I lose a little bit. And I'm not saying that you don't work hard. I'm not saying that you're not legit or you don't deserve the amount of followers that you have or whatnot. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I lose a little bit of respect because I know how hard YouTube is, and I feel like YouTube is the hardest thing to grow. It's the hardest thing to do. And so anybody who does it, I have so much respect, mad respect. My respect is just like, I'm like, oh man, this guy's awesome. Like, I don't care if you have 50 followers, 50,000 followers on Instagram, 100,000 followers on Instagram, and you don't have a YouTube channel. I'm like, you can, and then you have, let's say you have 5,000 followers on Instagram, but you do YouTube and you put in the hard work and you have a big following on YouTube. Mad respect for you, man. So again, this is just a venting video that I wanted to get off my chest. It's been something that's weighing on me because people will message me all the time asking me about my videos and this and that, and you all realize that I have a 9-to-5. I have a family that I balance with my wife, and you know what, my wife and YouTube, that's going to be another episode for another time, and I'll get into that later. But it takes a lot of time out of my family time. It really does. So I have to balance it constantly. You know, if I'm gonna record, then that's gonna take away time from visiting my family. If I'm gonna do an edit, then that's gonna take away time that I could spend with my wife, with my brother, with my sisters, with my mom, with my dad, anything, it takes up your time. And to be honest with you, time is the greatest thing you can give somebody. Now, I know I'm kind of going all over the place with this video. I'm talking about time, I'm talking about family, YouTube, Instagram. But basically what I want to get to is, and what the main point I want you to get out of this is that YouTubers need more respect. They need more respect because it takes so much time out of your day. It's pretty much a full-time job. I know you guys hear this all the time when you hear other YouTubers say it's pretty much a full-time job, and it is. And that's why when you see other YouTubers that are doing it for their full-time job like that, I believe that 100%. It takes that much time. So you can only imagine for someone who has a 9-to-5 and's doing YouTube. I mean, to me, it's like, wow, you must really love making videos. You must really love editing. You must really love this thing, because if you don't, it will swallow you up and spit you out. I am not joking. I've seen people do YouTube. They get in it for a little bit and then they realize how hard it is, and it literally, YouTube chews them up and spits them out, and that's it. They're done doing YouTube. So you have to really love doing this, and I really do. I really enjoy making videos. Now that I'm getting a little better on editing and understanding cameras, lenses, and just understanding the whole thing about filmmaking, I'm really loving it. And I really do enjoy making these videos. Again, it's not my full-time job. I am not a full-time YouTuber. I have a full-time job that takes up most of my time. I do work salary. I know I say I work a 9-to-5. That's the hours I'm at work, but I am on salary, so which means I work anytime. If they call me, I have to go to work. If something happens, an emergency, I have to go to work. So I'm always on the clock. So you can only imagine how much YouTube interferes with my job. And I've done pretty well balancing the two. But there have been times where they've kind of butted heads, and I've literally, I'm not saying I had to pick the two, because we all know what's putting food on my table, what's paying for my mortgage, what's paying for my vehicle obviously has to come first. YouTube is just a hobby. YouTube is something I enjoy doing, even though it takes up as much time as a full-time job. So again, yeah, I know I sound repetitive, but mad respect for YouTubers. So all you YouTubers out there, I got nothing but mad respect for you. And for anybody who's not doing YouTube, you should look into it. YouTube, I always encourage people, but make sure you do some research. Make sure you know what you're getting into before you go and buy this $600 camera, before you go buy this tripod, before you go buy this software, before you start investing all this time. Make sure it's something you want to do. Make sure this is absolutely something you want to do, because it is going to take up a lot of your time. And to be honest with you, the outcome, the what you're going to get out of it really doesn't necessarily resemble how much money you put into it. Again, for these smaller channels, that I've seen small channels, and I'm talking small, less than 100 subs, putting in mad work, mad editing. They got the best camera. the best tripod, you know, all these items, and I almost feel bad because they deserve so much more attention than what they're getting because of the amount of work they put in. But that's the thing with YouTube, man. It sucks. It's like the bigger you are on YouTube from the very beginning, the higher, like the rich keep getting richer. So all these people, all these big time YouTubers, you go search a video how to lift, they're gonna come up. Not some guy that just started, even though his video is much better, he's just not gonna get noticed because the way YouTube works is all right, guys, so sorry about that. My camera overheated, which shut off, so I had to stop, let it cool down. Just another problem YouTubers have to deal with, or at least YouTubers with the Sony Alpha 5100. Absolutely love the camera. I use it for everything, pictures, video, I mean the whole 9 yards. But if you record for a long time, it will overheat and shut off, and it drives me absolutely crazy. So if any of you know how to stop this, please let me know, because it drives me absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video like this, guys. Please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel, and I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. And if there's anything else you guys would like me to talk about, let me know, and we will see you tomorrow.